My name is Nicole. Mi nombre es Nicole, and I'm a teaching artist with Arts for All, and I am so excited to be here with you today. In this series of videos, we will be exploring our five senses.
Nuestros cinco sentidos.
But what are our five senses?
Pero, ¿cuáles son nuestros cinco sentidos?
Our five senses are
sight,
Vista,
hearing,
oído,
smell,
olfato,
taste,
gusto,
and touch.
tacto.
we use our five senses
Nuestros cinco
to
sentidos.
experience and learn about the world around us using our bodies. And in this series, we're going to visit a museum.
Museo.
A museum is a special building where interesting and important objects are kept and displayed for people to see, learn from, and enjoy. They are places where we can discover new things, use our imagination, and have adventures while learning.
Have you ever been to a museum before?
¿Has estado alguna vez en un museo?
Oh. What is your favorite part of visiting a museum?
¿Cuál es tu parte favorita de visitar un museo?
Today, we're going to use our imaginations to visit the Sensory Museum.
For today, you'll need to have ring cereals like Cheerios or Fruit Loops,
Hojuelas redondas de cereales como Cheerios o Fruit Loops,
string or ribbon,
hilo o cinta de tela,
and safety scissors.
tijeras.
When I put on this sweater, I will become Aura, the Sensory Museum tour guide.
Cuando me ponga este suéter, me convertiré en Aura, la guía turística del Museo Sensorial,
who needs your help to learn about the five senses so that the museum can open. To get to the museum, close your eyes.
Take a deep breath in and out. Breathe in and out. And take one last deep breath in and out.
Hi, friends. Thank you for coming to visit the Sensory Museum.
el Museo Sensorial.
We've explored 3 exhibits so far: sight, hearing, and smell, and collected 3 keys.
Hasta ahora hemos explorado 3 exhibiciones: vista, audición y olfato. Hemos recolectado 3 llaves.
But we have 2 senses to explore and 2 more keys to collect before the museum can officially open.
Pero tenemos 2 sentidos más por descubrir y 2 llaves por recolectar para que el museo pueda ser inaugurado oficialmente.
Today, I'm going to take you to one of my favorites.
Taste.
Gusto.
Taste is when we use our tongue to detect different flavors like sweet, sour, salty, or bitter.
Usamos nuestro sentido del gusto cuando nuestra lengua detecta sabores diferentes como dulce, ácido, salado o amargo.
Our sense of taste helps us enjoy delicious foods and detect flavors, adding to our enjoyment of meals. Today, we're going to discover how our sense of taste helps us enjoy the world around us.
Hoy vamos a descubrir cómo nuestro sentido del gusto nos ayuda a disfrutar el mundo que nos rodea.
We'll explore how different foods taste, make our own edible jewelry, read a book about a family's spice box, play fun games, and so much more. Get ready to savor and enjoy as we explore the sense of taste. Let's get started.
Alístate para saborear y disfrutar mientras exploramos nuestro sentido del gusto. Empecemos.
Welcome to the taste exhibit.
Bienvenidos a la exhibición del gusto.
We're going to start our exploration by exploring different types of flavors.
Vamos a iniciar nuestra exhibición explorando diferentes tipos de sabores.
Our sense of taste allows us to experience different flavors, including sweet, sour, salty, bitter, and savory. Sweet tastes are often sugary and can make you think of desserts or treats. Foods that taste sweet include candy, cookies, apples, honey, ice cream. What sweets do you like the best?
De los sabores dulces, ¿cuál es tu favorito?
Sour tastes are tangy and can make your mouth pucker. They are often found in fruits and some candies. Here's some example of sour foods. Lemons, limes, yogurt, sour candies, vinegar. What's the sourest food you've ever tasted?
¿Cuál ha sido el sabor más ácido o más agrio que hayas probado?
Salty tastes are often found in snacks and seasonings. Salt can make foods taste richer and more flavorful. Salty foods include pretzels, potato chips, popcorn, salt and nuts, or soy sauce. What are your favorite salty snacks?
De los sabores salados, ¿cuál es tu merienda de sal favorita?
Bitter taste can be sharp and sometimes a little unpleasant, but many people enjoy these flavors in certain food. Bitter foods include dark chocolate, coffee, broccoli, Brussels sprouts, and grapefruit. Have you ever tried a bitter food like dark chocolate or broccoli?
¿Alguna vez has probado sabores amargos como el chocolate amargo o el café?
Yeah, did you like it? Why do you think some people like bitter foods while others don't?
¿Por qué crees que algunas personas disfrutan los sabores amargos mientras que otros no?
Finally, savory. Savory tastes are rich and hearty, often found in meats and broths. There are many examples of savory foods, including cheese, mushrooms, bacon, avocado, and eggs. What's your favorite savory food?
De los sabores fuertes, ¿cuál es tu favorito?
Which of these flavors would you prefer to eat? Why is that?
¿Cuál de estos sabores prefieres al comer? ¿Por qué?
There are so many different flavors in the world and so many delicious foods to enjoy.
Hay muchísimos sabores diferentes en el mundo y demasiadas comidas para disfrutar.
This reminds me of one of my favorite books.
The Spice Box by Mira Sriram. Let's read it together.
Me recuerda a uno de mis libros favoritos, La caja de especias de Mera Shre Ram. Leamos juntos.
A box full of flavors, full of stories. This is the box that Rishi ran his finger over, just the way his father usually did. Dad, could I help make potato curry for Patsy? He called. Dad was busy getting a room ready for Patsy arriving from India later in the day. Rishi couldn't wait. He opened the box, leaned in, and sniffed the spices in shades of gold and ruby. The smell of curry stirred up many family memories. This is the box his grandmother first filled when she was young in India. Lentils and mustard seeds, chili powder, and turmeric. Patti had many recipes. She had dreamed of becoming a chef at a time when few women were allowed to work. This is the box that Patti carried with her when she left her village to find work in the city. She had walked miles and miles with her kitchen in a bag and little else to start a new life. With this magic box, Patti always cast a spell. On many nights, she filled the street with delicious aroma of curries, until one day her dreams came true, and everyone called her the Wizard of Spice. See all of the folks who are enjoying tasting Patti's delicious food? This is a box Patti gave Dad when he left home, with a note tucked inside. The note says, "Variety is the spice of life." Dad carried the box in his suitcase full of dreams and textbooks when he first came here. He was worried that he looked and spoke different, but Dad soon found that many people here came from somewhere else, just like him. Rishi grabbed the oil in a frying pan and a long ladle and a few spoons. But wait, is this a teaspoon or a tablespoon? This is the box that even got Dad confused. He'd mix up the measurements, making his dishes bitter or too spicy, but Dad never stopped cooking. The colors and flavors took him back home whenever he missed his family. Over time, his curries grew tasty. This is the box that made Patti call Dad the master of spice when she visited last year. Dad beamed for weeks. Rishi wished he could have the box for himself. He lifted it like an airplane and thud! Pearls of lentil and mustard seeds scattered across the floor. Swirls of colorful dust spiraled to the ceiling. This is the box that brought tears streaming down Rishi's face. Slowly, Rishi picked up the box. He remembered how the spice box had crossed mountains with his grandmother and flown over oceans with his dad. He remembered how they held onto the box and their dreams, big and small. Rishi rubbed his eyes and ran to the garage. When he returned, Dad was bent over the kitchen floor. Rishi handed him the tools and quickly wiped off the box. Dad's sad face changed. This is the box that Rishi and his dad fixed together. This is the box Rishi very carefully refilled. This is the box Rishi used to cook for the first time. When Dad heated the oil, Rishi passed him lentils and mustard seeds. When Dad slid the potatoes in, Rishi sprinkled a pinch of turmeric, a dash of chili powder, and when Dad tasted the curry, he called Rishi the Prince of Spice. That day, Rishi's wish came true. This is Rishi's Spice Box, a box full of stories, full of dreams. The end.
What was your favorite part of the story?
¿Cuál fue tu parte favorita de la historia?
I love that part too. And I love that the spices in the box meant so much to the family. All of this talk about food and flavors is making me kind of hungry. Let's make our own edible jewelry together. Here's what we'll need.
Ring cereals like Cheerios or Fruit Loops, stringer ribbon, and safety scissors.
Hojuelas redondas de cereales como Cheerios o Fruit Loops. Hilo o cinta de tela. Y tijeras.
The first thing I'm going to do is cut my string. I want to make it long enough to fit around my neck, but you can also make it fit around your wrist like a bracelet or finger like a ring. Next, I'm going to string on my cereal. I'm going to make a pattern with my colors, but you should make yours however you'd like. Once all of my cereal is on the string, I'm going to tie the ends together so that it's secure. And now I have my wearable snack. Let's put it on.
Wow, yours looks so beautiful. I love the pattern you made. Do you like mine? Oh, thank you. Making edible jewelry was so much fun and tasty too. So, our sense of taste helps us enjoy and understand the world around us in a special way by allowing us to explore different flavors. This is making me think of a really fun game. Let's put our sense of taste to the test.
Esto me recuerda a un juego. Pongamos nuestro sentido del gusto a prueba.
Here on this image, there are 5 categories of flavors: sweet, sour, salty, bitter, and savory.
En esta imagen verás 5 categorías de sabores: dulce, agrio o ácido, salado, amargo y sabores fuertes.
Let's sort the foods into the right categories.
Organicemos las siguientes comidas en la categoría que pertenecen.
First up is pineapple. Do you think pineapple belongs in this category? No, you're right. Pineapples belong in the sweet category. Good work. Up next is vinegar. Do you think vinegar is sweet or sour? That's right, it's sour. Up next are mushrooms. Where do you think mushrooms would go? Mushrooms are going to go with savory. And next we have strawberries. Do you think strawberries are salty or sweet? They're sweet, just like the pineapple. And last, we have some kale. Do you think kale is salty or bitter? It's bitter. That's right. You're really good at this game. Let's move on to round 2. For our first one in round 2, we have a pretzel. Where do you think pretzel goes? Yeah, into the salty category. And up next, we have a lemon. Are lemons sweet or sour? They are sour. And next, we have this delicious chocolate cake. Do you think cake would go into bitter or sweet? You're right, this would go into sweet. Up next, we have some arugula. Do you think arugula would be savory or bitter? Arugula tastes a bit bitter. That's right. And last, we have some peanuts. What category do you think peanuts belong in? Salty. All right, it's time for round 3. And up first, we have some plain yogurt. Do you think plain yogurt belongs in salty or sour? Sour. And up next we have some walnuts. Would walnuts go into savory or sweet? Savory. And do you know where this plate of marshmallows belongs? It belongs in sweet. Up next we have some Brussels sprouts. How do they taste? Bitter or salty? Bitter. And then we have some French fries. Are French fries sweet or salty? They are salty. You're really good at sorting. Let's move on to round 4. Up first we have some beef. Do you think beef is sweet or savory? You're right, it's savory. And then up next we have some pickles. Do you think pickles are bitter or sour? They belong in sour. Then we have some milk chocolate. Do you think milk chocolate is sweet or bitter? Sweet. Next we have some coffee. Where does coffee belong? In bitter, you're right. And how about these juicy tomatoes? Do you think they're salty or savory? Savory. All right, friends, you're doing a really great job, and this is our last round, round 5. Let's start with this green apple. Do you think the green apple is salty or sour? Sour. Then we have these potato chips. Do you think potato chips are savory or salty? Salty. Up next we have some dark chocolate, which tastes a little different than milk chocolate. Do we think that it belongs in the bitter category or the savory category? It's bitter. Then we have a tiny anchovy. Which category do you think anchovy belongs in? Anchovies are salty. And then last but not least, we have some cheddar cheese. Do you think cheddar cheese is sweet or savory? That's right, savory. Great work, everyone.
Our taste buds help us enjoy a variety of flavors and foods. Understanding taste zones like sweet, sour, and bitter can help us appreciate the different tastes we have in our meals every day.
Nuestras papilas gustativas nos ayudan a disfrutar la gran variedad de sabores en las comidas. Al entender estos grandes grupos de sabores como dulce, ácido o amargo, nos ayudan a degustar nuestra comida todos los días.
Wait a minute. Do you hear that?
Un momento. ¿Escuchas eso?
We got our 4th key. We're one step closer to opening the Sensory Museum.
Tenemos la 4ª llave. Estamos un paso más cerca para abrir nuestro museo sensorial.
Thank you for your help today. I had such a great time exploring our taste exhibit with you.
Muchas gracias por tu ayuda hoy. Me divertí mucho explorando nuestra exhibición del gusto contigo.
We explored different flavors, made edible jewelry, read our book about how tastes and foods can connect to family memories, and played a game where we had to think about our taste buds. Remember, you can keep using your sense of taste to discover new and exciting things in your world every day, whether that's at home, in school, at the park, or anywhere else.
Recuerda, puedes continuar usando tu sentido del gusto para descubrir cosas nuevas y emocionantes todos los días, ya sea en tu casa, tu escuela, el parque o en cualquier lugar.
Keep exploring, keep learning, and I'll see you again soon. Welcome back. Did you have fun at the Sensory Museum? What did you do there? Wow, that sounds like a great trip to the museum. But you don't have to go to the Sensory Museum to explore. You can do it at home too. In fact, I have a sensory challenge for you.
Desafío sensorial.
I challenge you to try a new food.
Te reto a probar una nueva comida.
First, look around your kitchen and gather some different foods you've never tasted before.
Mira en tu cocina y reúne diferentes alimentos que no hayas probado antes.
It could be a new fruit or vegetable, or an unfamiliar spice or seasoning. Be adventurous and choose something that looks unique or interesting to you.
Puede ser una fruta, un vegetal o una especia nueva para ti. Aventúrate a escoger algo que luzca único e interesante.
Next, take a moment to explore the new food with your other senses before tasting it. Notice its color, shape, texture. Bring it close and give it a sniff. Does it smell sweet or savory, earthy or citrusy?
Explora este alimento nuevo con tus otros sentidos antes de probarlo. Nota su color, su forma y su textura. Acércala a tu nariz y siente su aroma. ¿Huele dulce, ácido o a tierra?
Before you try it, think about the flavors you might experience. Will it be sweet, like a ripe strawberry? Tangy, like a lemon? Bitter, like dark chocolate? Or maybe a combination of flavors you've never had before? When you're ready, take a bite or a small taste of the new food.
Cuando estés listo, prueba un pequeño pedazo de este nuevo alimento.
Once you've savored the new flavor, share your thoughts. Tell your family what this food reminded you of or how it made you feel. So have fun expanding your palate by trying a new food or flavor. You never know when you might discover a fantastic new taste to add to your favorites.
Diviértete expandiendo tu paladar probando nuevos sabores. Puedes descubrir un sabor fantástico y añadirlo a tus comidas favoritas.
See you again soon.